No. She's underage. I know. Like
I know.
Yeah.
Like, hello everyone, my name is Mar. I founded animation studio in Tokyo, in Japan. We do usually commission work. Like some producers want us to produce like the music video, like visual in anime style for their new song, or we work for like clips for a short film, things like that. But we also do streams, some more in the topic, like all in the topic of animation, but some are more in depth, like for people who's like really into the industry, or some are more fun, like today. I really look forward to today to talk about shoujo animes. More in that in a moment. Euge, I hope you're ready. And there you are. Did you present yourself? Hello.
Hello.
Who's this
How are
person?
you? Well, hello. My name is Euge or Eugenia or Evenstress. I've worked at Mar Studio for almost, I don't know, almost 2-3 years. Close?
No.
Like
Two. At least. Yeah.
at least two. Well, doing at first some assistance, then some CGI work, and then I'm also doing right now some marketing assistance. So yeah, I've been moderating the streams lately, but and editing the videos.
And mostly for like animated projects, Euge is doing the compositing, which so basically it's taking the animation work files, the background files, putting it together, making a camera move, and then everything sparkles and shines. And looks beautiful because adding like this extra little effects. So that's Eugenia.
Woo!
Like
Magical
just
and brighter.
fancifying everything from our videos in stream to our actual animation.
Fancifying. I like that.
Fancifying. So she's our fancifier. So today we'll talk about shoujo anime. Now, what is that? In the classic description, it would be anime or manga made, so like comics or video animations made specifically for women, specifically for young women. That's like the classic description. Obviously, many people reads them, whatever their gender,
Yeah.
their age, and whatever they are in the world. But usually the main target is to be like young Japanese girls in school and like middle school and so on. So the genres
Yeah.
you'll find inside this shoujo anime or manga would be usually cute stuff like idols, magical girls, like romance. There's a lot of romance inside the shoujo manga. Lots of stories about friendship, things like that. Things like cute, sometimes adventurous. Today, most likely, I feel we'll talk a lot about like the romance. And now it's time to make a huge disclaimer.
Huge disclaimer.
Huge disclaimer. We love the genre. We love a lot of this manga and anime. We've grown up with them, and we don't try to like demonize them and say like, oh, this is evil, this is worse. However, as we grew up, we have seen some things that if you look at them with a perspective of what's the impact of this story in the society, what's the like, how is it different, like reality and love in these stories, like we'll put a lot of opinion, subjective opinion from our side.
Yeah.
We'll put a lot of love, but we'll also be criticizing.
Critical, like
Yes.
it's really, yeah, we decided to talk about shoujo in this case because it was something that, well, I believe Mara has consumed way more shoujo content than
in
me,
the hundreds.
but in hundreds. And we are speaking from a point of view that it's really out of love and respect. We chose this topic because it's something that we both like and respect. But the thing is, when you respect a piece of media, you can also be critical of how, well, there are shortcomings. And I haven't seen many to say that, well, from all of my catalog of huge shoujo collection, I chose the best one. But currently, I'm really into Aisawa's work. and that lean into more than shoujo, into the shoujo that it's like not strictly aimed at young girls, but young women. So sometimes the line between shoujo and bishoujo
Yeah,
get
and then you
a
have
little
Josei,
mixed
and then
up.
you have all the shonens that actually have a lot of shoujo topics. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I would say like from my childhood, Card Captor Sakura was like the top tier. Later in life, when watching shoujo from a more critical and mature point of view, you could say,
Mm-hmm.
I came to really like Ayasawa's work because of, well, the deeper development of relationships that it is
Mm-hmm.
existent in Cardcaptor Sakura, but the thematics are not the same. Yeah, what about yours, Mara? I'm like super intrigued because you said like, oh, I consume them by hundreds. And
If you count the one shots, yes, for sure, like titles. But then so many, like from the like 70s, 80s ones until now, like everything that was out, like I had seasons like the weekend was like one after the other, like
mm,
I mean, I don't know if people know I'm 32. I had a lot of
mm,
time in some. And the ones I repeated, one of my tops would be also actually Cardcaptor Sakura, but also sliding
mm,
into Suasa Reservoir Chronicle, also by Clamp, where you
mm.
can see Sakura again.
Yeah.
And to tell you the level of how much that was my top tier, I may have 8. I know I have 8 cosplays of Sakura. So now we'll go to talk about
Mm,
tropes of shoujo animes, mentioning them
mm.
from Sakura, Caricature Sakura,
Yeah.
because it's the main thing that we're fluent in. But we'll
Yes.
also mention other like shoujo animes, and we will ask a question, which is: should this trope be or not real? And we'll
Mm,
discuss about. I'll give an example. I'll give a funny example. So, in shoujo animes, most characters, males or females, are perfectly shaved. You
oh,
don't see
like
much
there's
hair,
no
like in
hair.
armpits,
No.
legs, sometimes not even facial, even if they're adults, even if the characters are adults and grown up enough and mature enough to
Mm.
have. So, should that be real? Is this different from reality? That would be the question. Like
Huh.
expectations that it
The-
creates for young females.
mm,
But then,
I get that. Yeah, the thing is, from my point of view, while growing up watching anime, I really thought that all of Japanese people like did not have facial hair. So, particularly in the case of Cardcaptor Sakura, she was a 10 or 11-year
yeah,
old. So
10 to
it
12.
didn't strike me. Yeah, it didn't strike me as much like to see that she was just not hair at all, apart from the beautiful flux of hair
Yeah, like
flowing in the
everything, like
wind.
eyebrows and hair, like in the head. That's crazy. That's crazy. But think about the
Hairy
older
mess.
brother. The
Yes.
older brother who's
Mm.
in like high school, later university ish.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing. So
Yeah.
that's the type of conversation we'll have today. Like thinking,
Mm.
okay, should this be real or not? What I thought
Mm.
about is, I mean, first, should this be real? Well, I think it's a very individual choice to shave or
Mm.
not.
Yeah.
And if you have or dye or wax or whatever method you want to choose.
Yeah.
So creating the expectations that no one shaves is fine. But then like that like creating the expectation that everyone should be shaved and hair doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even more important, we're animators.
Mm.
Imagine if they had hair, animating them hair by
Yeah.
hair. So I have a unbiased.
Yeah.
Unbiased.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
one
I
hair.
follow you here.
Like
I
imagine
wouldn't
having to
do
like
a
animate
hairy
the
arm.
main.
Yes. We had a cut, an animation cut in some of our earlier projects,
I knew you would
and one of
remember
the
that one.
characters had, yes, because I was traumatized, and and I had to do the cleanup of that one character that was like crying like this, and because he had hair on his arms, the hairs
I think
kept moving,
the hair was in the
and
face,
also the
actually.
mustache.
Yeah.
Yes. So what usually you would do like one or two strikes to like to imitate a mustache and to trace those two lines of mustache
Was it 5
everywhere
or was
was
it 4? Yeah.
yeah. I don't expect for shoujo anime productions to go into the detail, but it's something that you can expect in manga, surely.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I
So,
remember the author of, I think it was Kaicho wa Maid-sama. I'm not sure. I read the
yeah.
manga, and I think it was that one that the guy is blonde, and the manga was like some page that was commenting like, actually, this character should be very hairy, and they put like lots of hair in the legs and in the armpit, and the character was like laying down super sexy. I hope I'm remembering this
Yes.
correctly. So the author, herself, I don't know, themselves, were like commenting on that, like this is how he actually looks like, or something
Yeah.
like that, and but because of general topics, or I don't know even the reasons, they state is like actually we don't draw the character like that. But
Yeah.
I know that in like the main author was like, I know this is how these characters with
Yeah.
their mindset, like in character behavior, he's not
Yes.
that type of
Like
walks.
imagine him like this, like being super hairy in this way. I just can't do that on every page ever. So for my sanity,
Yeah.
please use your imagination.
Something
No
like
body
that.
hair, just glitter. Is saying in the comments.
Yeah. We're having that. So we
Mhm.
start with a very funny topic, very delicate
Yeah.
as well, because there's, I'm sure, many
Yeah.
opinions on that. I don't enjoy body hair aesthetically, like in drawings. But then, am I influenced by all these mangas that they don't have it? So, I mean, I'm from a very hairy culture, if that makes sense. Like from Europe, like there's bears there. You go to the beach and you see.
Yeah. It's an Hispanic thing. Like I guess we are both really accustomed to having hair. I personally, I'm a hairy person, and I believe that because I consume so mainly, like not mainly, but huge tons of Asia, like content that was both Japanese, Korean, and so on. The reinforcement of beauty standards is so subtle at some point that you just start to like think it's your own thoughts, like it's your own expectation to look a certain way.
Used to it.
Yeah, that you start rejecting things that felt natural before. And that is the thing that I believe it's strong with anime, and it's especially for content that is targeted at child. Like, let's say shoujo is aimed at young women, so it's not something that you would instantly notice when watching anime at 11 years old, but it's so subtle and it stays in your subconscious so much that you grow up developing those expectations.
Yes.
Although it's not like Sakura said, like, "Hey, shave."
No, it's as far as I know, I don't have a sponsor for that or something like that. Destiny. You know the destiny. Like you were meant to fall in love with that person. Like there's that one person you're waiting to find, and then it's forever.
Yeah.
about that.
And it's super classic in Clamp also.
Yes.
Because all throughout their works, they repeat, well, Yuma can tell it better than me, surely.
There's this one person that then with once you find it, you're locked to them and you're sort of happy forever. You can see that in Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, for example, you have the same characters from other of their series, and they keep their partners in most cases, as far as I remember. However, there's a few characters that do not have required love, like they found their special other in someone else, and that other person does not return their feelings, and it happens a very little instances, like for example Tomoyo, Sakura's best friend. Her most important person is Sakura, and it's sort of like said that it's the idea's most important person that I love from Karkator Sakura, but I also have to treat very carefully. I will lead into something that goes together here. So have it with me. Something that I absolutely love from Sakura that it taught me when I was a kid is that you can love anyone. It doesn't matter their age. It doesn't matter their gender. It doesn't matter their species. We have like magical creatures going on in there. So let's just say
Yeah.
species. So you can love like whoever
Yeah.
with an unrequited love. So that concept
It's
and
not,
treated
yeah.
as like so purely because everyone in Sakura is mostly very respectful to each other. They're very pure. There's no like sexualized violence, things that could have led to other thoughts. Now, this in reality is another subject that we can deal with, as well as there's a problem of like this destiny concept. But as a foundation of you can love whoever, and it's okay. I think that was a very beautiful thing that a very beautiful message
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
got to me at a young age. So at its base, wonderful. Now, let's talk
Yeah.
about the issues that this causes. Thinking that there's this destiny, that you will meet this other person, and you're stuck. Yes. Which gives
Yeah.
safety and security, and I understand why people want that. And you want to find that special person for you, or persons, if you're into more of that. If you are into relationships at all, by the way. So it's nice
Yeah.
to think that you will find this person and then you're settled and you don't have to worry about romance anymore, or like dating or confessing. Like you're settled for life. It's a nice concept. It's like the concept of marriage, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing comments that the people seems to have liked this stream. I'm also very happy to have had you, Eugenia, and I definitely want to repeat.
Yeah, me too.
I will fix your ID for the next
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Sorry for that. Sorry for
Great.
that.
Don't worry.
So thank you very much again. I'll be closing. I will not close the call, Eugenia. I'll still be here for a moment, but I'll be closing for everyone else. And I guess that will be it. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.